Well, hello, I'm back again. This is a test broadcast, a test stream. Apparently, I'm streaming to two platforms. I'm on YouTube currently and Facebook, and see how we go. I'm just going to try and find where the comments are. I've also need to find. I'm learning this platform. Okay, this is where I can see how many people are in my stream. I'm actually using a streaming platform called StreamYard. It's web based. I have subscribed to it, so I've got the better features. Oh, I can do little banners and things like. There we go. Welcome to Unshackled. As this is another test stream, I've got no content. I've got no plans. I've got no agenda. I've got nothing planned to really talk about. So I'm just going to do what I do best. Just talk. Just whatever comes to mind. Hopefully some people will come in from somewhere and give me something to talk about. But I'm going forward. And that's what you need to do, people, in your life, you know. Just do a little bit at a time every day. If you have goals and visions and stuff in your life, you don't try and attack it and do it all at once because you'll fail. You just plug away at it day by day, bit by bit, add to it, and it'll grow and it'll roller coaster. I watched a guy, I was on a podcast with my friend Andrew Kirby early last year or close to mid last year, a bit before mid last year, and we went down and done a couple of podcasts. We done one with Paddo, they're up at Nelson's Bay, and we done one with Macca and John Killick. Now Paddo, when Paddo hit social media and stuff, it was like boom, he exploded. He was renowned for his art. He had a name, and when he's kind of jovial, charismatic personality, and his way of presentation, he got followers like straight off the bat. It was like almost instantaneous. He took it by storm, and he's maintained it. But when I done the podcast with we went down with a guy called Macca, Macca Old School. Check it out; it's on YouTube. Macca was still building his platform. He was he didn't have big numbers. He was just trying to hit 1,000, but he kept his professional demeanor up. He stuck at it. He was committed. He had a dream. He had a vision. He put professionalism into it, and he just plugged away at it. And now all his hard work's paying off. It didn't happen for him for overnight, but I knew it was going to happen for him because his attitude, his self-belief, his confidence, and his plan. And he just worked at it day by day. You know, like if people are coming out on social media and they want to jump on and become viral and the next big name and an influencer, well, it doesn't happen to a lot of people. And you've got to do something pretty friggin' ridiculous to get everyone's attention. So I'm trying to put in the hard work and build something solid. And it's because it's not for me. And I've actually got big plans with other people. We've got a little network happening where I've still got Couch Potatoes News with RJ. That's still in the that has not been abandoned. So, and I've got some other people who's doing some positive things on different platforms and in the community who's looking to come on board too. So we all want to have our individual kind of brand, which mine will be like Unshackled, and also my vlogs out and about, traveling out and about or something like that. And the other people that's coming on board are going to have their particular flavour of what they're passionate about. But then we're all going to come together and do Couch Potatoes News. And I'm trying to look for a place to rent, like maybe in an industrial area or something, like an old warehouse, small, and deck it out to like a studio where we can have guests come in. We can sit there, edit. We can interview people, have a couch, have lighting that's like permanent lighting. It's slides, and we can set up just the proper setup. So it's all happening simultaneously, and it's a it's a work in progress, and it's going to happen bit by bit. It's not going to happen all at once. You can't just go out and just buy everything and expect to get out there and have a successful platform. So, but it's like anything in life. It's like if you want to be a tradesman, you want to be a carpenter. The first week on the job, you're not going to build a house. You're not even going to own. You're probably lucky if you own a tape measure or a pencil. You'll probably own a pencil, and after a week, you still don't know how to sharpen that pencil because you've got to use a box cutter and stuff. So it's a gradual process, and no matter what you set your mind to in this world, if you just stick at it and do it day by day, stay committed, and just plug away at it, you'll get results. If you make mistakes and you fall down, you fail, and that's all part of the learning curve. You just got to get back up and just stick at what you're doing. And I suggest to anyone in this world who wants to have a great life, a life where they feel accomplished, they feel that a fulfilled life, is to don't go out and get a menial job just to pay bills. You'll be miserable. You won't have a happy family, happy marriage, or everything because you'll be miserable. You can't be happy and maintain happy relationships if you're miserable. If you're going away and you feel like you're sacrificing your wellness, your well-being, your happiness in this life to pay bills in an economy where the inflation's just going through the roof and you can never keep up, and it's designed so the interest rates are you're never going to get on top and pay house. If you're doing that, why be here? Go out and find something you enjoy. Find your passion and pursue that. Then make an income from your passion. That's the way you're going to get contentment in your life, And so you're not actually going to work. You're going out and doing what you're enjoying. Like, look at all the people out there, the professional skateboarders, snowboarders, all those people who just go around the world skiing or whatever and earning big money, playing golf, going to all the different, because they're committed to their dreams. They put in the work. Like Tiger Woods didn't just step out of nappies and go on a PGA tour. He played all the little courses around the world and all the competitions and all the amateurs did, and put in the practice day after day, day after day. And any of us is capable of doing of greatness if we just know how, and if we know how to dedicate and commit and don't give up. So I'm not jumping my gun at the moment because I've got a long way to go with what I've got. I've got my vision, I've got my plan, I've got my commitment, and I've got the passion. So get a plan, analyze it, work out what you need to do, commit to it, then execute it. So here I go, like coming on here to do a multi-platform live with no idea what the hell I'm going to talk about. How long's this been going for now? 8 minutes and 55 seconds, and I didn't have any problems at all trying to find things to talk about. When I was younger in high school, and if any of my school friends can remember back that far, because it's quite a stretch to go back, it was actually my classes. I was quite good at school, actually. But that's not what this is about. I'm not bragging about my about my failed into academic thing because I was self-sabotaged. It wasn't because of lack of understanding or comprehension. But I used to sit in the classes, tuned in, waiting for my opportunity for the teacher to say something stupid. I was the class clown, and I was that bloody good at it. Like the stuff I come out with, even the teachers, like they're trying to kick me out, but they're pissed themselves laughing. They couldn't help it, and they're trying to keep a straight face. And yeah, I just sat there waiting for my opportunity, and I'd already done the work. I never really struggled with the schoolwork, and that I suppose that was one of my biggest problems. Like because I didn't struggle with it, and I got bored, and when I got bored, I become disruptive. So I learned young in life, don't get bored. Keep yourself active. Keep your mind active. always have something to look forward to. Have something, if we start to get complacent and stagnant and we have nothing to look forward to, the boredom kicks in, our mind starts playing tricks, we start doing stupid things, and we lose our focus. So it's only taken me to the ripe old age of 55 to realize these things. To realize, man, I wished I could know what I know now. And this is a cliche. Everyone says it. Back when I was first going to high school, because I spent the greater part of my life rebelling. But I wasn't rebelling. What I didn't realize, I was rebelling against myself. I was self-sabotaging. I derailed myself. I threw myself into a minefield of fucking obstacles, landmines. If I had to walk in one direction to get somewhere, I'd walk a kilometre out of the direction just so I could walk through a minefield to get to where I was going, and then finish the rest of the way off to where I was going, hobbling on one leg because the other leg's all mingled because I've trod on about 50 mines on the way there. So hopefully when I'll give some people a bit of insight, from my mistakes, and just watching me as I grow and develop. It's never too late in life. It's never too late in life. Because at the end of the day, we don't know how long we're here for. We don't know when our times are up. I've seen some people live through to 90, 100 and that, who they thought defied all odds. They've smoked, they've drank, they've haven't lived a very good, healthy lifestyle, and they've gone and not seen the healthiest people, fit, worked out, gym fit, healthy, eating right, die at 28, 27 from just who knows. So you can't have that mentality that it's too late, because we don't set our time here, but we set what we do whilst we're here. Whilst we're on this earth, it's our choice. So right up until it's impossible to carry on and push forward for a quality of life, I'm going to keep trying to do that from this day. I've wasted so much time. It's time you can never get back, but it's time that you don't sit around and dwell about that you've lost. It's what's gone's not gone, what's done's done. And time to forge a new path, So, but whilst doing that too, you don't live in tomorrow. You look forward to tomorrow with a vision, but it's today. It's the present. It's in the now is where we make that happen. It's in the now where we deal with and accept and acknowledge and heal our past. It's in the now all that happens, It's not tomorrow that we're going to miraculously figure out a way to put our past behind us. It's now. I always say this. It's one decision. Everything you do in this life, anything you want to do, it's one decision. And you commit to that decision. So I don't know if no one's really commented. I'll have a. I've got the banners. Is there comments here? Go for it. No comments. I'd like to. If I could possibly. Can't post comments to some destinations. I'm going to just type this comment in. Hello. And see what it's. Just then I can go back later once this live's done and see where this comment went. I don't know. I know it went to YouTube. It's come up as a YouTube. I don't think the Facebook comments. Feel free. Yep, the Facebook. Oh, hello. Yeah, Facebook. Hi, Wendy. Facebook's here. My other comment where I said hello, how is everyone, went to YouTube. So my comments are coming in from Facebook, and my outgoing comments are going to YouTube. Should be interesting. So between the two platforms, people are going to get half a story each. So I'm going to try and add another one later, and do 3 at once. But then I think it's kind of pushing it because it becomes a little bit impersonal. But I will be doing that when I get guests on here. I've just got off the phone with Brad and discussed plans for an upcoming podcast with him on the project that he's doing at the moment, a community-based project that he's trying to put some goodness back into the community. And we'll be discussing that on there. So we've actually got guests on there on our podcast or doing live. I'll multi-stream it. And I'll just be, it won't be exclusive to Facebook or YouTube. It's Unshackled. It'll just be generic to all the platforms. So 16 minutes and 35 seconds and with nothing to talk about. I haven't stopped talking. Welcome everyone. So I wish this little thing that says where there's people. Okay, it does show me there's. Oh, here they come. The likes there's 4 people here from my Facebook, none from my YouTube. That's okay. It's okay. The YouTube audience will come later. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. My mission when I do these lives will be exactly the same. If there's 1 person or 1,000 people, it'll be the same message. It's not going to change. It's not going to change because I see everyone as an individual. I'm not talking to a bunch of people. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to every single person out there, individual, and it's up to you if you want to listen. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't have listened to me. I would have told myself where to go when I was younger. What are you on about, mate? Like, what's this hippie shit? Yeah. So, but this hippie shit is what this world needs. It needs the world doesn't need any more politicians. The world doesn't need any more bureaucracy. The world doesn't need any more organizations. The world needs individuals and people stepping it up and being there for each other and caring. We've got to take it into our own hands. We've got to be accountable. We have to be the change. We can't sit back and depend. G'day, Mark. I'm just reading your comment. I'll get to that. We can't sit back and depend on our so-called leaders because our leaders aren't our leaders. Our leaders are our controllers. They're our manipulators. They're not in it for our interests. But we are. As individuals, as a community, as people who live with each other and amongst each other, if we care about each other, and if we're the ones that will make the difference. We cannot sit back and wait for elections. We cannot sit back and wait for referendums. We can't sit back and wait for one of these bloody idiots in his suit and tie and his sins spilled all over his. We can't wait for these people no more. They're not our saviors. They're in it for themselves. The majority, and anyone that is there that does not genuinely want to make a difference, as soon as they get into the what would you say, fraternity, as soon as they become part of the club, they're not in it. They're not going to make a difference. They I'm not knocking the hippie. I'm a suburban hippie. I really am. But without the psychedelics these days, and yeah. But anyway, look, we need to pick it up and take it up. Now I'm going to say, hey, Dave, are you aware Senator Bill Heffernan was offered police reports from our network in 2017, revealing 28 individuals, including magistrates and former PM, and all efforts were made by authorities to solve. So yes, yeah, I am aware of that. Of the 28 names that were suppressed, okay, that come out in the Royal Commission. What was suppressed for 90 years? That is wrong. That is absolutely bloody wrong. That's disgusting. It's they're meant to be the people that's protecting us. Why is the law. The law and the judicial system is meant for justice. So why is that system protecting those that done the most heinous crimes against humanity? Why is it giving them a free pass? Why is it taking their names away from the public? I really didn't want to. I really don't want to politicize my platform, but my friends RJ and they will politicize stuff. Because that's how they think. I don't think politically. I could never be a politician. I don't want to be part of a broken system. You can't. I strongly believe you can't fix something from within. You can go there with all the best intentions in the world, but you're not going to get change. You have to be the change, and one by one, we have to promote change, encourage change, and we have to be the change. As a saying, be the change that you want to be, and don't think it's hopeless. It's just one by one. That's all it takes. And if you're doing your bit, don't just give up because you figure it's not going to work, and everyone else is still running around being an asshole. Don't fall back down, and don't just look ahead. Continue and show love, show empathy, show care. It's not being soft. It's not being soft. It's actually been tough. It's been strong. As I said last night, I think it's a lot harder to be kind and caring than it is to be an asshole. Like if you want to run through a house and that, it's so easy to pick up a machete or whatever you got and run through, kick a door down, batter people and that. Then that's easy compared to actually being kind and being caring to someone that's being negative towards you, aggressive, they're running you down, to actually turn around and be kind to them, to not respond. Don't get brought in. That's strength. To do all the nasty shit. That's easy. Anyway, any idiot can do that. But honestly, I've been there. Jails are full of idiots who've done that. It's also full of a lot of good, kind, caring, smart people that's just been caught in that vacuum. That's why it's important. One by one, we have to be the change. Mark's worked for counterintelligence for 25 years, supported by the Christian Church and the Zionist movement. We've had some police corruption involvement in the underworld and distribution. There's. Why is my okay? My MacBook is. I've got it plugged in. I've got to actually. For some reason, it's not charging. Just hold on. I'm going to go dead. Intermission, people. Oh, saved. Wow. Yeah, I've got a power board here. Have you know those power boards? And when you put the head units in or whatever, they're wobbly. I shouldn't be using it. But it rattled itself out, and I just saw my battery go into the red. My battery's running everything here except for my camera. It's running my lights, it's running my microphones, it's running my computer, it's running the whole. My laptop is running everything. So it's important. But anyway, as I said, like it's up to us to take up the fight. Yeah, I'll give you a call, Mark. I will give you a call. Yeah, g'day, Jeff. How are you, mate? It's very important as individuals. We carry the flag. I'm not going to get into politics or anything. As I keep saying, I'm not going to get into politics or anything. But you know what? Sitting here as an Australian and watching what's going on in America at the moment, and Trump may have good intentions. He's doing this, he's doing that, and doing that, and doing this, and doing that. What I've seen him do, he's pissing off Canada. He's pissing off Mexico. He's, like, what happened to love thy neighbour? Imagine being their neighbours, America's neighbours. They go putting these massive tariffs on them, and he goes, "Oh no, they didn't care about us. They ripped us in the past and whatever." That's not the way forward. On an individual basis, we can't do that to people. Like imagine your two neighbours next to you. I don't know, like they come and ask you for a glass of milk or some sugar, and you say, "Oh, well, I remember before you kicked you threw something at my dog, so you can pay $10 for this sugar if you want a cup of tea." You know, like it's the same thing. You don't do that to your neighbours. I'm not talking about his politics because the guy obviously has good intentions for his people, but bugger everyone else around. Imagine, like, the way forward is change on the individual level, helping each other up. Okay, like yeah, our country here, Australia, we're disillusioned with the governments, and you know what? Labor, Liberal, they both start with L. They both look the same. They both smell the same. They're all the same. They're all one. They can't even manage your country properly. You know, like how are they gonna, you know, who was it? It was Malcolm Fraser. I remember when I was a kid. No Australian child's going to live in poverty by the year something. Well, sorry, Malcolm. That just that was like you have what's his name, Nostradamus, who made these predictions. Malcolm Fraser was the anti-prediction. Well, he's become opposite. You know, the poverty, the social structure of our country. You know, there used to be like high class, middle class, upper middle, lower middle class, and lower class. Basically, it's either rich or poor. There's no the divide has increased, you know, and the majority of us are in that what's called the lower class, the poor class. But we are the majority, and we've got the power of the numbers and the people. And you know what? The young kid down the road can't find a job. He's out working that, so he goes all the way down to Centrelink and trying to get his $50 a month out of him, whatever. No, if all the community just helped him along, you know, you wouldn't need that. We don't need to depend on the government. We can't. We're going to take responsibility for ourselves and for our own. You know, fuck them and fuck their handouts. You know, it's good for a short while. It's good for an emergency boost, but at the end of the day, we've got to pick up the slack and look after ourselves. We've either got to increase our earnings so we can, or we've got to decrease our wants and needs and go back to a simpler way of living. You know, because I'd rather have nothing but the bare essentials than depend on the government and on these fat cats that don't give a fuck about us. They're just interested in lining their own pockets, you know. And you know what? And when they do throw something at you, you're so grateful, and you think that they're the best thing since sliced bread, but they're just really throwing you crumbs. So how long have I been going there for? 28 minutes. I might wind it up at 30 minutes because usually if I'm going to do a podcast, or which I did in the past, I'll think of a subject and I'll just do a little outline. I'll just come on here and just wherever it's taken me, it's taken me. I just really wanted to stay on here for a little bit and check the multi platforms, see if it's going there. Because you know I haven't used even though I'm up to date with like technology and stuff, I haven't used the streaming platform before to go to different places. So bit by bit, I think this one so far is the best one I've seen. I've tried OBS, Streamlabs there, but this is StreamYards. So or StreamYard, that's pretty good actually. I don't know if I'm going to do TikTok. Really don't know. It's just that I don't see there's a quality. I see I see TikTok as an entertainment platform. I don't see it as a quality. You know, it's like CNN versus I don't know, ABC or something. I don't know. Like it's not a quality platform. But anyway, don't shoot me for saying that, Mr. Chinaman. But anyways, much love to everyone. Thank you for those who's coming in and come along. Thank you who's watched my idea of content when they had no idea what I was doing there. And much love. Now just figure out how to end this. There, here we go. Done. And stream like yeah. Okay, said now. Well, yeah, okay, and I'll count myself out. And here we go.